Even though you don't see me, I'm here with Erich Schiffman, master yoga teacher and teacher of meditation. This is Harlan Kilson. I've just spent nearly a week with Erich at the Feather Pipe Ranch in Montana. And I asked Erich to share a few words about meditation, yoga, whatever on his mind.
So this is day six of our workshop. Just had lunch. We can edit this out if we want. Meditation is the main practice in yoga. At least that's the way I talk about it. There's different ways to talk about meditation, but in simple words, it means to listen. The word yoga means to yoke. And what they were talking about is small mind yoking with big mind, joining with big mind. The technique is meditation because when you use your mind to listen to big mind, it's as though you're getting online with your mind. The reason for doing this is because, like in my personal mind hard drive, the amount of information I've got is limited. It's to my advantage to get online and essentially Google whatever I need to know whenever I need to know it. The technique is listen, silent-mind it. And silent-minding it is interesting because it's not that nothing's left when you silent your mind. It's not like when you end up in the thought-free state that you become moronic. But when you're able to slide into the thought-free state and in essence get online, somehow you make yourself receptive to the download. So essentially the trick is get online, listen, silent-mind it, desire to know whatever you need to know, and then as you're listening, somehow magically the download flows in and you find yourself knowing whatever you need to know. This is totally pertinent to life as we're living it, and so the practice of meditation isn't some esoteric, not relevant spiritual activity. It's actually a way of being able to be here with a bigger perspective. And so it's totally life affirming to use your mind to get online. And sort of the funny thing is like you start getting the sense that this big mind that you're getting online with is actually your mind, has been your mind all along, and that your previous self-identity was actually a diluted sense of who you've been all along. And so you find yourself being here in the world differently. And this is something you can do all the time. Part of meditation is learning to sit quietly. I recommend, at least once a day, sitting down and getting centered and consciously getting online. More than once a day if you've got the time. But the ability to be online and listening on the run is sort of really where it's at. It's just the sense that if you actually do the meditation practice and you get familiar with what the centered state feels like, you'll find that you're able to keep your balance in the midst of a roller coaster ride of a life. and you can still stay online wherever you find yourself being. It's fun.
A lot of people are reluctant to get started in meditation because they're afraid of not doing it right. Your thoughts on getting it right?
I certainly had, everyone's thinking that. I was certainly thinking that. Those are one of the thoughts that, well, you don't know what to do, essentially, is what it comes down to. Read books, study with people, hear what other people say. But it really comes down to the point that you can't know what the right thing to do is. And it's like, as you're doing it, the doing of it will begin to teach you.
Thank you.
Thank you.